Hello, dear students. I, Mrs. Rajeshri Naik, welcomes you again in our BYK Expert Lecture Series 2020-21. From the month of December, we have organized our BYK Expert Lecture Series. Under this series, Department of Economics have prepared 15 online videos. I hope that you all must have taken advantage of all these 15 videos. Today's online video, that is 16th online video, is the last video of economics subject of this series. In this video, we will go through inclusion of maximum examples of question number 6. So, I welcome you once again in this online video. So, the content of today's online video is maximum examples of model questions for practice and revision, especially for question number 6, answer in detail. Before proceeding further, I would like to tell you that in this video, I am going to give sample questions with their points of answer. Sample questions with their points of answer. I will not go into the detailed explanation of the answers, as already a video is uploaded on the same under the title Answer in Detail. So, see the first question. Explain the concept of microeconomics and its features. Now see the points of the answer. First, explain the meaning of microeconomics or definition of microeconomics. Then explain the features of microeconomics. Study of individual units, price theory, partial equilibrium, based on certain assumptions, slicing method, use of marginalism principle, analysis of market structure, and limited scope. See the next question. Explain the concept of macroeconomics and its features. See the points. Explain the meaning of macroeconomics or definition of macroeconomics, and then explain the features of macroeconomics. Study of aggregates, income theory, general equilibrium analysis, interdependence, lumping method, growth models, general price level, and policy oriented. See the next question. State and explain the law of diminishing marginal utility with exceptions. Now see the points of the answer. First, introduction, then statement of the law, schedule, explanation of schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, and assumptions only headings. And then explain the exceptions in detail. Hobbies, miser, addictions, power, and money. See the next question. State and explain the law of diminishing marginal utility with assumptions. First, introduction, the statement of the law, schedule, explanation of schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, and detailed explanation of assumptions. That is rationality, cardinal measurement, homogeneity, continuity, reasonability, constancy, divisibility, and single bond. And exceptions, you have to mention only headings. Let us see the next question. State and explain the law of demand with assumptions. Now see the points of the answer. Introduction, statement of the law, schedule, explanation of the schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, detailed explanation of assumptions, that is constant level of income, no change in size of population, prices of substitute goods remain constant, no exception about future changes in prices, no change in taste, habits, preferences, fashions, etc. and no change in taxation policy. Now here you have to mention the exceptions but only headings. Now see the next question. State and explain the law of demand with exceptions. Now see the points of the answer, the steps, introduction, statement of the law, schedule, explanation of schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, and assumptions only headings, and detailed explanation of exceptions. Giffen's paradox, prestige goods, speculation, price illusion, ignorance, and habitual goods. Now let us see the next question. Explain in detail determinants of demand. So first, give the meaning of demand concept and then explain its determinants in detail. Price, income, prices of substitute goods, price of complementary goods, nature of product, size of population, exceptions about future prices, advertisement, taste, habits and fashions, level of taxation and other factors. Let us see the next question. Explain the total outlay method of measuring elasticity of demand. Now see the points of the answer, the steps. First, give the meaning of total outlay method with formula, that is total expenditure is equal to price into quantity demanded. Then explain the propositions. Relative elastic demand, B, unitary elastic demand, and C, relatively inelastic demand. Then draw the table, total outlay method, and explain the table. See the next question. Explain ratio or percentage method and point or geometric method of measuring national income. See the points of the answer. See the steps. First, give the meaning of ratio or percentage method. Then give the formula of ratio method. Then explain the method with the help of numerical example. Then give the meaning of point or geometric method. Give the formula of point method and draw the linear demand curve and explain it, and draw the non-linear demand curve and explain it. See the next question. State and explain the law of supply with exceptions. Now see the points of the answer, see the steps. First, introduction, statement of the law, schedule, explanation of schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, assumptions only headings. Then detailed explanation of exceptions, supply of labor, agricultural goods, urgent need of cash, perishable goods, and rare goods. Let us see the next question. State and explain the law of supply with assumptions. Now see the steps. Introduction, statement of the law, schedule, explanation of schedule, diagram, explanation of diagram, detailed explanation of assumptions, that constant cost of production, constant technique of production, no change in weather conditions, no change in government policy, no change in transport cost, prices of other goods remain constant, and no future expectations. And here you have to mention the exceptions, but only headings. Let us see the next question. Explain the meaning of monopolistic competition with its features. Now see the steps here. meaning and definition of monopolistic competition, and then explanation of its features. Fairly large number of sellers, fairly large number of buyers, product differentiation, free entry and exit, selling cost, close substitutes, and concept of group. See the next question. Explain the meaning of perfect competition with its features. Now see the steps. First, write down meaning and definition of perfect competition, and then explanation of its features. Large number of sellers and buyers, homogeneous product, free entry and exit, single price, perfect knowledge of market, perfect mobility of factors of production, absence of transportation cost, and no government intervention. Now to the next question. Explain the meaning of perfect competition and explain the price determination under perfect competition. Now see the points of the answer. First, meaning and definition of perfect competition. Then explain the price determination under perfect competition with the help of demand and supply schedule and diagram. Explain the schedule and diagram in detail. Now the next question. Explain the steps involved in the construction of index numbers. So first, you have to mention the meaning, right? The meaning of index numbers, and then you have to explain the steps. Purpose of index number, selection of the base year, selection of items, selection of price quotations, choice of a suitable average, assigning proper weights, and selection of an appropriate formula. Let us see the next question. Explain the practical or statistical difficulties involved in the measurement of national income. So first, give the meaning or definition of national income, and then explain the practical difficulties. Problem of double counting, existence of non-monetized sector, inadequate and unreliable data, depreciation, capital gains or losses, illiteracy and ignorance, difficulties in the classification of working population, and valuation of inventories. Now see the next question. Explain the theoretical difficulties or conceptual difficulties in the measurement of national income. Now here again, give the meaning and definition of national income, and then explain the theoretical difficulties. Transfer payments, illegal income, unpaid services, production of self-consumption, income of foreign firms, valuation of government services, and changing price level. Let us see the next question. Explain the income method and expenditure method of measuring national income. So first, give the meaning and definition of national income. Then meaning of income method. Then explain the method and explain the precautions. Then meaning of expenditure method. Explain the expenditure method and explain the precautions. Next question. Explain various reasons for the growth of public expenditure. So here, first, give the meaning of public expenditure, and then explain the reasons for the growth of public expenditure. Increase in the activities of the government, rapid increase in population, growing urbanization, increasing defense expenditure, spread of democracy, inflation, industrial development, and disaster management. Let us see the next question. Explain the role of money market in India. See the steps, see the points of the answer. First, give the meaning of money market in India and then explain the role of money market in India. Short-term requirements of borrowers, liquidity management, portfolio management, equilibrating mechanism, financial requirements of the government, implementation of monetary policy, economizes the use of cash, growth of commerce, industry, and trade. Let us see the next question. Explain the functions of RBI. So first, give the definition of central bank, means RBI, and then explain the functions of RBI. Issue of currency notes, banker to the government, bankers bank, custodian of foreign exchange reserves, controller of credit, collection and publication of data, promotional and developmental functions, and other functions. Now see the next question. And this is the last question of this online video. Explain the meaning and role of foreign trade. See the steps. First, give the meaning of foreign trade and then explain the role of foreign trade. To earn foreign exchange, encourages investment, division of labor and specialization, optimum allocation and utilization of resources, stability in price level, availability of multiple choices, brings reputation, and helps to earn goodwill. So students, I hope that you all must have got a clear and precise idea about how to solve question number 6. Do maximum practice of all these questions so that definitely it will prove beneficial to you in the board exams. Wishing you all the very best and thank you.